All right, the Detroit Lions sign a defensive back to a 3-year deal. And this is really interesting because it's an undrafted free agent that gets a big deal. And we've kind of talked about this on this channel. If you are an undrafted free agent and you get paid a significant amount other than just kind of like, hey, we just want you and just come try out, it's worth talking about. So it's Gavin Holmes, and cornerback out of Texas. Now, his RAS score is really interesting to me because it's not that good, only because they don't like his weight. His weight is really down, 178, but his explosion grade is elite. His composite speed, 4.4 guy. So everyone thought he would be drafted. He wasn't, and now the Lions are going to pick him up, and we're going to be able to see him and see kind of how he operates. Let's take a look at him real quick. First of all, here's just like a clip of his vertical. Is just insane. Super loud reaction, I guess, on that. But look, big-time football, started at Wake Forest, now at Texas, get an opportunity to do something with the Lions. I think it's really interesting. So we're going to get back to him here in just a second. But remember, kind of what we're working with and what we're excited about. Again, we'll get back to him because we'll see how he fits into the whole scheme of the Lions defense. But remember, we get a defensive tackle that is kind of a day one starter. Really, he will be because Aleem McNeil is out. We really needed Tyleik Williams. The more that I see this, the more I'm like, geez, so glad we got him. Tate Ratledge, day one starter. And then Tesla is the big pick that we are just like, if he works out, if he is a more athletic Puka Nacua, are you kidding me? And if he doesn't, then it's like, what are we doing? That sucked because he's not good. And then we gave up 3 picks in the future, and we didn't have a 4th-round pick. So he's the wild card. But then Miles Frazier, Hassanin, love those two. We'll get to Miles Frazier here in just a second. I think it's interesting to see kind of what the LSU beat writers were talking about, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Okay, more on this guy, Gavin Holmes. Really interesting because he was a 3-star prospect, comes out to Wake Forest, grows up a little bit, whatever, goes to Texas when Texas is playing its best football. His portal recruitment was pretty crazy, right? A lot of teams were looking at him. He appeared in all 30 games the last 2 seasons for Texas. He was not a full-time contributor with a little over 600 snaps in 2 seasons. He had the skills and the physical attributes to step in a moment's notice. What you've got here is a guy with a RAS score that's strong, 4.4, 40-inch vertical. His size is something that we got to watch as we go into this. But we look at the Lions roster, and you've got the 2 rookies from last year, and Enos Rakestraw is the one we really like. Come on, man. He didn't really contribute last year. We need him. We've got Amik Robertson, and then Terrion Arnold, and the free agent we got from the Jets. That's our 4. That's kind of our core 4 corners. We got good safeties. We don't have the great depth at safety, but we have space for another corner, slot corner. So it's interesting that an undrafted free agent could be that. We got to keep an eye on that. Okay, now LSU writers were asked about our 5th-round pick, Miles Frazier. And I was like, why did this guy fall to the 5th round? He started a ton of games for LSU. He's ideal size. Why wasn't he picked up? The answer is he's an elite pass blocker. He's not a good run blocker. LSU struggled to run the ball. He struggled to block. At run blocking is not ideal for him. Outside of that, what you have is a guy that no drama, gritty player, played a lot of ball at a big school, checks every box. Elite pass blocker, not good run blocker. And I think perfect, right? It's almost like when you buy a house and you want to get a good deal on it, like a 5th-round pick, there's going to be things that need to be fixed. But if those things that need to be fixed fit with what you're good at doing, then awesome, right? the Lions are good at running the ball, got a really good offensive line, got a good quarterback, got a good running back. Things will come together for this guy in the running game because we've got the supporting cast. It's perfect. Right now, if he was like, didn't have the size, or he had injury history, or he had off the field stuff, it's like, can we really fix that? Can we help him with that? Probably not. But with the run game, run fits, physicality, fundamentals with the run game, man, we can like work on that, fix on that. So I love seeing that, and excited to see what the Lions do. Now, here's an article PFF put out about NFL rookies poised to start week 1. This is interesting because everyone's like, oh, man, I was just talking about it. Oh, man, our dude's starting right away. What's up? Hold on. In relation to the other players, it's kind of interesting to see who picked some just straight up starters. In order to pick a starter, you need to have a need there, and you need to pick a good player. So virtual locks to start on offense. We didn't draft any locks to start on offense. We did, however, on the cusp. I disagree with that. Could win the competition. Tate Ratledge right here. I think he's on the cusp. Like we need an offensive lineman, a guard. Unless Graham Glasgow is just looking really good this year, then perfect. He's a depth piece. Awesome. And there will be injuries at some point across the offensive line, and hopefully they're not the minimum of the game here, game there. And we have Tate Ratledge to put in. We have Miles Frazier to put in. Oh, by the way, Miles Frazier, didn't mention this, can play tackle as well. It's huge. All right, defensively, virtual locks. We got nobody defensively. That's going to be a virtual lock. I disagree with that. I think Williams will be a starter. Let's see if they put him down here on the cusp. Still didn't put him on the cusp. Could win the competition. Okay, they missed that one. We need a defensive tackle. We have not had the depth at defensive tackle that I think we thought we would because of, what's his name? The third rounder that we took that did not pan out. I can't think of anybody on the team's name. This is not going well. You know what I'm talking about. Help me in the comments. Big dude, third rounder, project, feeling good about it, and he's not good. So anyway, we needed that defensive tackle help. We got it. Excited about that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Gavin Holmes. He signed a 3-year, like $3 million deal, which undrafted free agents just like come in, try out, basically, see if you can make it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.